Today I'm about to do an updated tier list for all the classes inside of Diablo Immortal PvP exclusive, how I think each class is performing right now in Battleground. And before I start, this tier list is my personal opinion and not a fact. So you can have a different opinion, that is totally fine. And now that is out of the way, we have 8 classes to go through. And again, this is PvP specific. Some classes will play different on the higher resonance compared to the lower resonance, but since I play in the higher tiers Battleground, I will be sharing my opinion according to that. Starting with the Barbarian is, as right now in my opinion, has some of the best survivability right now, can pull enemies close to Barb, go into Undying, can be immune to the CC effect and wreak some havoc. So really good Barbarian in my opinion as of right now in the current meta. Next we have the Demon Hunter. They are really squishy. If you can get your hands on the Demon Hunter, they are a dead meat. That is how I see Demon Hunter. But if they can get you, then you are pretty much dead on the spot. They have the highest single target damage right now, and they can melt you within a second or even faster. So if it comes to killing, Demon Hunter is at its best right now in the current meta. Easily S tier in my opinion. You can disagree with that because lower resonance will say that they cannot do that, and so they feel like they are B, C tier. But since I play in the upper tiers of Battleground, the Demon Hunter I face are like S tier. They can be really hard to fight if they get to you. So S is what I am putting them. Blood Knight is going in A tier right now. They are really strong. They have some really solid build, but I have seen Blood Knight struggling in Battleground after Tempest coming out, and Barbarian and some other classes like Necromancer can give the Blood Knight some tough time as well. So Blood Knight is somewhat in between is what I would do, like put it there. But since this tier list does not allow me to put the things in between, I'll just put the Blood Knight in A tier. And next we have our favorite monk. I'm not sure if anyone is still playing, but I have seen some player playing the class still, and I'll put this in a C. I mean, if you are playing monk, you might as well go and play Tempest. It will have a lot more fun. Feels like that is what the monk is supposed to be when we are playing the Tempest. That is just my opinion. But right now in the current meta, this is what I feel like. Monk cannot do much other than provide support and go for maybe bubble to try and stop the Tempest dashes. But then again, I believe so Tempest can use the Flowing Strike and get immune to the bubble and get out. So Monk is in the current meta is maybe just a support, and that's it. Next we have the Wizard. Wizard is again food for the other classes right now. They don't have much going on other than having the Arcane Torrent, the Centigrade, or the Freeze build. That's it. They can go with the Ice Block build, but those are good, but not fast enough to now avoid the Tempest, who can like chase you to the end until you die. And some other classes like Blood Knight will be using the dashes as well to destroy the Wizard. Same for Barbarian, will destroy Wizard. Demon Hunter will destroy Wizard, so a Wizard is going in B tier for me. And as for the Crusader, oh boy, this class again, I would put this in like S and A tier like the Blood Knight. It is not A tier or the S tier, but in between, that is what I would say, where the Crusader is currently in the current meta. I have been fighting some Crusader trying to stun me, but since my Tempest can avoid most of that, I have seen some Crusaders running away from my Tempest, so that is why I would like put this in between. Really good class, still needed to push the idols and objectives. So since tier lists don't allow me to put in between, I'll go with the A tier. Next we have the Necromancer going in the S tier, been solid on the top for a really long time. Have some really good survivability. I don't think any other class can beat the survivability of Necromancer and the support and the damage that it comes with the Necromancer. So easily S tier right there. And now we have the new class Tempest, easily going in S tier in my opinion. Really easy to kill Crusader. Even for fighting other monks is not that hard. I have fought a Blood Knight who tried to stun me and dash me, but then I'm the master of the dashes and getting away, so like they had to run away. The hardest time I had was versus these top classes, especially the Barbarian with the survivability, and then the Necromancer using some AoE lance builds with the rat form. Those are really dangerous for Tempest, so you have to make sure they are not using those skills when you try to attack those. And again, if you try and hit the Demon Hunter when they are spraying their skills, you will take a lot of damage. You might stun them and get them, but you will not be left with much life either. So these are the top classes right now in my opinion, and this is how my personal tier list looks. I'm signing off. Let me know in the comment section down below how would you guys change this tier list, and I see you all in the next one later, guys.